Hey everybody, welcome back to Woodness Goodness and welcome back to the off-grid mountain cabin build in Central Virginia. We are in the Blue Ridge Mountains and fall is in full swing here. We still have warm days, but the colors are rapidly changing in the treetops. They're still green with certain species hanging on, but others have committed to starting to change to get ready for winter. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny, it's warm. These are one of the many things that I appreciate about living in this part of the world. We've got really big things in the works on the way, being delivered, getting ready to be installed in the cabin, which means we have to make sure that we're a little bit more dialed in. I'm famous for just not doing things all the way through. Therefore, I'm tripping over them or trying to catch up last minute, and it's just a pain. So that's what we're going to continue trying to do here, is just tidy up the inside, make sure everything is good to go. That way we can take some really big next steps in the coming weeks. So I was in Home Depot the other day. I don't go very often because I have like a Lowe's credit card, so that's where I typically spend my money. But they have these Husky stackable storage bins. They hold up to 100 pounds each and they stack. So we're gonna bring these in, organize a little bit on the inside because things are just getting a little out of control in there. Wow, I got a lot of stuff here. I don't think I organized it super well, but we'll work on this throughout the day. Pretty sick, right? I recently ran out of drill bits, and I think I had like a 40 or 50 piece set. I don't love the color combo, but hey, you know what? A deal's a deal. All right, we're gonna start off with just doing a little more electrical. I got some great comments saying we could put conduit going from here to under the cabin in case we expand or whatever. It's a great idea. I'm gonna run outdoor outlets for sure. So because you can always run more wires if needed, you know? And knowing all the things I forget in this build and life in general, might as well do it. Cleaning as we go. Out the little dust chute. Another thing we gotta do is add a light switch for under here, the loft. I think we're just gonna do it right here. got my power line, tagging them both, because the power is gonna have to give power to this light switch and then continue to give power to all those other light switches. See? What's up, everybody? I'm sitting on my Averon Strong Series rower, and this thing has changed how I do exercise. This is not just your average rower that helps you get in shape. This helps you want to stay in shape because it makes rowing or exercising extremely fun. You can watch YouTube while you row, you can play games. It gives you many options. They have different tempos, different speeds, different challenges along the way. One of my favorite parts about this though is you can pull up your Spotify or Apple Music account and play the music that motivates you most. I obviously want to get as many points as I possibly can because it's a video game. And in order to control which lane I go in, I determine that by how hard or how fast I row. And that's what makes this so genius, is without even thinking about it, I'm rowing harder and faster or slower, depending on where those points are. And that guides you through an exceptional workout. And that's that same competitive edge that's taking what I think is, in most cases, is a pretty boring thing to do for exercise. But this is the furthest thing from boring now that it's got the games and that kind of point system. The motivation is right in front of you to keep going. With this one, every single time a ball hits your paddle, you gotta row to bring the paddle back again. I like this one because it reminds me of the old school game Pong, which I grew up with. And just like that, I've worked out for over 35 minutes. I've had a ton of fun, and I got an incredible workout while doing so. So in 2 months' time, I've actually gone from feeling pretty out of shape to feeling incredibly in shape. Here's a before picture and an after picture. That's in 2 months' time, so I'm feeling pretty darn good. I've done just under 20 hours on this rower. So if you're like me and want to work out, and you want to do something that engages you and makes working out fun, check out the Averon systems, check out this Strong Series rower. They've also got a bike, they've got a treadmill. Yeah, just check out the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. And yeah, you'll have a lot of fun, trust me. So we've ran the wires for our outlets, our loft outlets, as well as the lighting. And we still have plenty of room, plus our conduit, to run power outside. I'm very torn where I should keep my solar stuff. A lot of people say you should keep your solar stuff outside in like a little solar shed or something if something's to happen. You know, it's away from the cabin. I don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't done enough research, I guess. But anyhow, I do know that I want access to my solar generator and or my inverters inside. And the reason is because it's going to be more temperature controlled as well as weather controlled. That's what I think. So I've got this, I don't know, it might be too short. It's roughly 4 feet of, I think it's 8 gauge or 6 gauge. It's thicker than I need for 30 amps, but it's perfect because thicker the better. So this will be the power that runs from my 30 amp outlet that I'm a female outlet that I'll plug my generator into, and this will run and power my panel. I'm gonna have countertop here, so as long as it reaches, say, below 36 inches, we're gonna be golden. Might be tight. there we have a wired box. It's just a small box. I think it's rated for 60 or 100 amps. So I can have 6 circuits total. So I can have 3 more, which is plenty. I haven't even ran any wire down my conduit here. Power comes in, powers the 2 hot circuits. Then the common, the white wire, comes and powers this little sub bar up here for the white common wires. And then I've got a little grounding station up in here. I'm waiting for the Godfather of Electric himself to bless this service that I just did. Anyhow, I think it looks pretty good. And we got plenty of room for more. I don't want to see this foam go to waste, so I'm just going to do a little bit of touch up. I guess the last thing I got to do is put a box up here somewhere, which will ultimately send power to the lights that I'll put under here. We're not going to put a box. We're actually just going to drill a hole and probably have conduit or something. Too nice out to measure this inside, so we're gonna measure it out here. Should be a pretty easy cut. This is the last wall panel we're doing. Oh, I forgot. I gotta cut out a small opening for my 30 amp plug. It's kind of a weird looking plug, so gotta measure that out here. I only have so much of that thicky boy wire, and this is just too low. There's just enough wire sticking out, but not enough for me to actually wire it. Yeah. But not to worry, this is all going to be behind cabinets. So what I can do is just get, I can put a plate of some kind here, maybe with just more plywood. But for now, just wire up a hole higher up, which is what I'm going to do. Not ideal, but that's what it is. So I've realized since wiring all this up, I don't actually need the red wire because I'm not running a two-phase system. And we'll tape it off at the top there, and then I'll consult the Godfather Electric and we'll figure it out. Alright, we're cleaning up, but I realized I could do a couple things while I'm cleaning up. All right, guys, that does it for me. I was hoping to get a little more done. I got away too late in the day. It's always the case. But we're moving. My goal is to be able to sleep in this thing. I mean, I could sleep in it any time, but I got kids and a wife who'd love to come out here, and I need things to be a little bit more dialed in before that happens. Took a while to get that electronic stuff figured out, but we got it done. I'm pretty excited and happy with the wiring and circuits we've got. It'll be a little interesting when we plug in that 30 amp generator to it, or the solar generator. See what happens. I gotta order and buy some outlets now, and just get ready for next week. Next week, I'm pretty sure, is gonna be insane. We've got something coming. It's gonna be installed inside the cabin. You don't know what it is yet. It's gonna be properly epic. So I feel like we got a little further along today, so we can make that happen. Look at this view behind me. Look at those mountains behind me. You kidding me? But yeah, I feel like we were able to get a little bit more done. It's easy to feel like I didn't film enough, because the motivation that keeps me going is you guys, and bringing some high quality entertainment towards you. So anyhow, thank you guys for your support, for following along and hanging out. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. Your support means big time, a lot. It gets expensive driving out here all the time. Anyhow, guys, much love. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. Next week is going to be a doozy. All right, we'll see you.